All I can say is Pep Guardiola has created a monster. If you look at the mentalities of the players in that dressing room, talking about fatigue is not an issue we should be thinking about. If you want to win, you need to power through the fatigue. And coach, you saw it all there. Behind the scenes, players taking pep talks, sometimes taking responsibility. This is as good as it gets.
Yeah, it's a monarch. It's a kingdom. And it will take proper intention and planning.
Yeah, to break
it down or to bring it down. Look, most people don't want to admit it. Congratulations to Pep, to everything they've done.
Yeah.
But they are being able to do the things they are doing because they've got money. Whether you like it or not, football
and they will improve next season because they have money.
Football is now about wealth. If you don't have money, you cannot compete. He could afford to let go of Cancelo, Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling. 4 of his very good players in the same season. Because he knew or he's aware that when he goes to the owner and say, look, these guys, sell them, give him money, go and add. Do you know how much they spend on Haaland? If you look at the package, it's over 160 million.
Yeah. They've planned for it for a minute.
For a very long time. So they've got money. So at the end of the day, the Liverpool, the Arsenal, the United,
Chelsea have flexed their financial muscle.
They have flexed them, but they don't have a proper. So they've got money. In addition to the money, there's a proper footballing structure.
Yeah.
That is what United don't have under the Glazers. That is what Chelsea don't have at the moment under Todd Bowley.
Don't worry, it's coming.
That is what Daniel Levy is struggling to establish at Spurs. That is Liverpool. Yes, they do have.
Yeah.
But it is the
don't
money.
Spend as much. Yeah.
It is the money that the American owners. I don't know what is wrong with these American owners. They should leave the team. They should sell and go.
Profit-oriented.
They should sell the team and go because it's about the money they put in their pocket, not about getting the team to win laurels.
They were trying to increase ticket prices. I remember at the point, and then the fans rebelled.
So so of all the good things that Pep does, fundamentally, they've got cash. Look, I can foresee them buying a proper left back. If Gundogan is to leave, they'll get a better replacement. All about what? Cash. So all that we are saying is that this league, touted to be the best league competitively, is being turned into a farmers league because there's a team that has got proper wealth and they are investing properly with the proper footballing structure. So if Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle don't want that to continue, this is 5 in what? 7 seasons. It's unacceptable. It cannot be 6 in 8 seasons. It has to stop. And for it to stop, you need to go out there and spend. Compete, spend, and come in. Because create the depth and quality of your team so that when they look at Arsenal, Saliba alone got injured.
And then the whole season
8 points lead plus a game in hand. Just went dead like that.
You know, and that Saliba collapse is, just to touch on it briefly, it's like Arsenal have conceded in the last 8-9 games about 1/3 of the goals they conceded this whole season. How?
In the absence of one player. That cannot be the case. Pep Guardiola can rotate. Today, Diaz will sit down this month. But the standard is still the same.
But I think
talk to me about the tactical things.
I want to just continue what Coach did, and I'll get to that. I think the recruitment is the smartest part of the whole operation.
That's the football structure.
I think it's even more
It's not just about spending.
I think it's even more than
it's about the structure.
They buy properly.
Let's give example. Look at how much money has spent on certain players. Just an example. Someone like Harry Maguire, you pay 85
million for this player.
And you can't use him in a high line, but you want to play possession football. You pay so much for Sancho. We don't see him. You can mention quite a number of high profile. And it's like Man City. It's almost like they have a 80%, 90% hit rate that when they buy a player,
it almost work,
And then you compare them to other top teams. There's a lot of players who come in and you are not seeing
the same impact.
The same level. So I think the scouting is the big. Look at Julian Alvarez, a very quiet 17 goals.
River Plate.
This is a player that Ralf Rangnick recommended to the Glazers. Go. How much money did they pay? 50 million.
About 50 million.
50 million.
Someone like that. And look at even Akanji. We saw him at Dortmund. I think a lot of people did not expect Akanji to be as good as he was. Because Akanji has come in and solidified himself as the first choice centre back. Yeah. He's played all but one game this season. All but one game. He's consistently just been in the team quietly. He's played right back. He's played left back.
He's played some DM as well.
Exactly. Look at the recruitment, because they knew that he would come and fit their system. So they bought him. Everyone was saying, okay, this guy's going to be 4 choice. Look at how he slotted into their team. Look at the use of John Stones.
He's the reason why they've pushed John Stones into midfield.
And that's what I was. When they paid 50 million for John Stones earlier, he was a bit raw, making mistakes. I argued with someone that, look, they are not buying John Stones to be the best defender in their team today. They are buying him because they can see that in 5-6 years, John Stones will be
one of the best in the league.
Look at someone like Laporte. They paid a lot of money for him, but look at how we don't see him anymore. Because someone like Nathan Ake has come in, someone we thought has been a backup. Look at Nathan Ake this season.
He's launched a strong comeback this season.
This is a player Chelsea rejected.
And even Ake himself struggled earlier in his life as City. Injuries.
Even
struggled with form.
They paid a lot of money for him. We're thinking to ourselves, they wasted money. This season, he's one of the better
He's justified his
feet. I think Rashford and Martinelli have probably been better left wingers this season.
In terms of goals.
In terms of all-round production.
But overall impact.
Very well. I think right now you are seeing the 100 million player. So I think, and look at someone like Gundogan. Gundogan was about 25 million.
He was Pep's first player. He was the first player Pep bought. And
you saw Gundogan 25 million. He was a solid player. You saw him very good at Dortmund.
7 years ago.
Look at how he's look at Bernardo Silva. He plays wherever you need him to play.
Central midfield, left wing, right wing.
And the thing is, that's why I keep saying that. The wealth is part of it. But the fees they pay for these players, other teams in the league can afford these fees. But because of the lack of structure, and the truth is, part of it is Pep Guardiola. That's another part of it. Because he knows that when these players
total control over transfer.
The way he moves the players.
What's the name of this man? The one who came from Barcelona.
Citi Begrestay.
Yes!
The two of them are like this. They know what they are working.
Yeah. I'm sure before the season ends, Chiki knows who Pep wants.
Of course, and that's
the thing. Maybe there's not a specific player. Tell them that you want
this profile.
I want a right back. He brings him a list of right backs. They talk about it. He said, okay, on this list, this is who we can get. They probably work. It's not probably say this player and this player only. They kind of, because they've missed out on players.
So I'm saying
they've missed out.
They probably design a profile that they want. They say this is the first choice. If we don't get this guy, we can replace him.
And now let's get into the tactics part. The 4 centre backs they've played. If you see a team playing 4 centre backs, you think it's like Tony Pulis, that is because you want to defend deep and so. Look at these 4 centre backs they are playing, how mobile they are, how they move the ball. John Stone steps into midfield. Yeah. You can see that they can form
had one of his better goal scoring seasons.
They can move. Look, and I think that's the coach, because he wants players who are versatile. I think that's one of the main things we talk about. We talk about Man City's depth. And the depth is not numbers. It's the fact that it will take 5 or 6 injuries before you see the team collapse. Because even if there's a image, look at someone like Calvin Phillips. I think there are only 3 players, let me say 2 players that are irreplaceable are Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne. I won't even say Haaland is irreplaceable, because we've seen them win
without a number
9. And we've seen what Julian Alvarez has done this season. They will win. I think if Haaland goes, they lose maybe 10%. If De Bruyne goes, they lose maybe 20%. If Rodri goes, I think that's the player that they cannot replace.
Yeah.
I think that's the one player that is almost irreplaceable.
I think that was the reason why they bought Phillips to come and understudy. Yeah. Because from the manner in which Rodri too is playing, I think he's playing too many games. Yeah. Can he maintain this level next season? I doubt, if it's not.
But luckily for them, the way their team is, if you have some games against some of the lower teams in the league and Calvin Phillips comes in, I don't think they will struggle. So, and we're talking about stats. They've scored 100 goals at home this season.
All competition.
That's just at home. And if you look, the next highest is 73 or something like that. Like, that's the gap. And this is so this is Bayern, Barca, 100, and the next is 70. So it's like, it's a machine they've built, and it's based on their home form, because in the Champions League, they've not won away since match day 1.
No.
This is very interesting. But at home, they just keep winning and winning. That's why Real Madrid came 4, Bayern 3, Leipzig 7. Anybody you name, when they come to the Etihad,
wrap it up.
They are getting goals. So I think the fact that and that's another thing, the physicality of this current City team is the most we've seen since he came. Because right now, it's like if you say you want to score via set pieces, good luck with Akanji, Diaz.
Yeah,
Haaland.
all these are imposing centre backs.
Haaland.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to win aerial duels at the back. And in the John Stones, sorry, I forgot. Look at how many goals Stones, Ake, Akanji, and they have been scoring from.
Set pieces.
Yeah, so I think right now that's why I have so much confidence going into the Champions League final. I just feel like
They just
there's
have too
no
much.
type of team that can come at them and confuse them. I think they can play all
They have a
types of
profile
games.
for every team.
But like
They'll start
need
as
to go.
favorite.
but like
right?
you said, it's a final, so anything
Anything
can happen.
can happen.
But I think they are heavy favorites.